Greetings, everyone. Welcome back from our break we've had. Hasn't it been? And what a cliffhanger we left off on. We're now in the midst of, the reuniting of scattered wayward heroes. This is that moment in the story when they all have to find a way back to each other, back to the astral plane. And now we need to join the Doctor. And right now, I'm going to put a parental advisory on this one, not because of the themes. It's not because of any heavy, dark themes. It's just because this one's going to have a lot of potty mouth language in it. So this one is not for the kiddies. So please, kids, no listening to this one. This one's strictly for adults. And Doctor, you wake up. You are in honestly, it would be better than what you were expecting because there's a lot of technology. You're in a really comfy bed. It's very frilly, very girly. You can tell this is definitely that woman's room. And as you're coming to, you see Fang to your right, and he's just face palming, going, "Hey, Doc, finally awake. Oh boy, this is a mess we found ourselves in." Ping,
I need more ice.
ping. You got that right, boy. What y'all doing around here in these high pods now?
Apparently banging a Terrasque.
You know, Doc, I love you. I think of you as a really good friend, but I really don't want you to fuck my mom.
Oh, that wasn't my plan. See, some things just kind of happen, but she seems nice and all and terrifying, but that was not my plan.
Look, she is extremely terrifying because I'll tell you this right now. In the hierarchy of Terrasque, my mom's number one. She's the head honcho of all the Terrasque. She established dominance, and she was the one who took that title from the last one, who was a real dick, by the way. He made us go with that whole stereotype that we had to rampage and destroy everything whenever we entered a plane. But my mom's the one who relaxed those rules and said that we can just exist and enjoy life instead of trying to be that stereotypical monster. And Fang says, but the only thing about my mom is that she has a voracious appetite for what's the word that you people put? I do believe that would be copulence. Gross! What the weird guy over there said. Ping!
Who are you? Why is
Finally,
everyone looking at me naked right now?
as you finally look, you just see what the best way to put it is. This is like the most southern of southern looking centaurs you've ever seen, but his bottom half is a donkey, and he has a really long piece of wheat through his mouth, and he obviously has something in the side of his mouth that he's just chewing on, and then he spits, and then magically this gold spittoon appears and catches his spit. Name's Donkey here. I'm Donkey. I'm one of the members of the Solar Order. When Merlin did all his magic now, boy, I was the one who got transported here. I'm the one who's supposed to make sure you get back to everyone now.
Oh, well, that's nice of you. And as for me being a boy, I'm thousands of years old. I don't know what you consider a boy.
Compared to me, you now, boy.
Yeah, whatever. Just help me find my pants. As much as I enjoy the breeze, I'm a little ashamed about my body.
Fang hands you your pack and all your clothing and goes, all right, come on, donkey, you said. Let's give the doctor some privacy.
You can notice that the tribal tattoos he has isn't just on his neck and his face. You can also see that the tattoos go all the way down his body, down on his legs and his lower back. They're on his arms too. No one ever noticed because the mourner's outfit he had always covered it up.
Oh, nice. You got some ink there now. You got some tattoos on now.
Yeah, I got this one for killing a guy for asking me dumb questions. And this one, because my race of people were a bunch of dicks. I was like, who tattoos a baby?
Fang just looks and he just shakes his head and he's just, Doc, we'll give you your privacy. Because we got a couple people that want to speak to you out here anyway. I really don't want to go deal with them, but we need to get the hell out of here. We're already breaking so many cosmic rules and order just by me being in the same area as my mom.
I'm sure it'll work out.
Yeah.
Hey, donkey, eyes up here, bud.
Yeah, I look like I wanna.
Yes, I know it's interesting. A half elf with 4 testicles, but that was a side effect of some medicine. But that's neither here or there. I think your mom actually shattered one of my four if I have spare.
Fang just pushes Donkey out the door and goes, "We'll be back. We're out here. Get dressed."
Okay, so after I make myself decent, let's see. I don't have my mask. I had a radio device in it that would allow me to contact Cleo, so I can't get a hold of her. And
Yep.
is there a way I can is there a window or something I can crawl out of?
Oh yeah, there's clearly a window to your left. But give me a perception roll real quick.
Okay. Loading.
This is gonna be good.
20.
Wow. Well, listeners, I rolled a 19 for this individual, and the doctor rolled a 20, so he's very lucky. You
Like,
catch sight of what looks like this. You just see like a head of matted hair, and it looks like dog ears. It's just giving you like a mean mug. And the minute you look at the window, he crouches down, but you still see his dog ears.
I'm gonna press my ass against the glass.
You hear what clearly just sounds like sniffing. Oh, yes, I can smell her on the backside.
Ugh. Is there anything interesting in the room before I slip out?
Why, yes, there's actually quite a bit interesting in this room. You see many items from different planes. You actually see some very interesting books on the bookshelf. Now, how much time you have to look at everything, it all depends. And
Is there anything that really stands out to me?
nope.
Okay.
So as you're looking around, there is what clearly. So those book stands, those ones you find in Diablo, where you click it, it opens the book up. This is
Yeah.
one of those, and this book is gleaming with light.
Ooh.
This
Can I
book
make
is
sure it's
very
not?
special. Give me an Arcana roll.
I was about to say I want to make sure this thing ain't cursed.
Actually, you
No,
know
my
what?
luck.
Not an Arcana roll. Give me a history roll. Because I want to
History.
see. Let's see if you paid attention to when Jerry was telling you about certain things.
Okay. You said history?
Yep.
Okay. History, that is. Sometimes I really hate D&D Beyond. Sorry about this.
No, you're good. For what's about to come, if you get this high enough, I'm about to make collective everyone who listens to this cringe. But I don't care.
Okay, so. Oh, you said history, not arcana, right?
Yeah, history.
Oh, man. 14.
All right, you meet it. That's just enough for you to remember. You remember sitting down with Jerry in his cave. You both were smoking his hookah, and Jerry looked at you, and he was giving you a lesson, telling you, when I was still considered God, beings of great power, they're given a book. It's called the Enchiridion. It's the book of all the laws of the multiverse. Nothing can go against the rules of these books. Now, granted, every individual is given the Enchiridion, but they're all the same book. If one book has a new rule added to it, then every one of them gets updated. And as you're looking at this copy of Enchiridion, there's something really, really interesting about the cover of it. It looks like a broken piece of oh no. Yep. That's a piece of the great cosmology wheel.
Ooh. I'm gonna put that on my pocket for now. I would feel bad stealing it, so eventually, because I know there's no way I'm gonna get away from Fang's mom. But for now, I'm just gonna put that on my pocket until I get more information, and next time I see her, I'll ask her about it. But does the doctor realize he's in the Fey plane?
Hold on. Now give me an Arcana roll.
Okay, 5.
You don't know where you are, what you are, but something just feels weird and different and kind of like, ugh. Kind of gives your skin the heebie-jeebies.
Ooh.
It's
Yeah,
taking you a minute. It's taking you a minute to get used to this feeling of where you are. You're definitely in a different plane. You just have.
oh, so what are my options? I try going out the window, but there's some perverted dog guy just kind of staring there.
Oh,
And
and now if you look at the entrance, there are what looks like. So they look like little furry little bear guys with hoods, and they have like little spears, and they're just standing there at the doorway, and they look at you. They look at the door. They look at you. They look at the door. They're giving you the eyes of like, all right, come on.
I know. I want them to give me their spears. I want to persuade them that they can trust me with their spears, that I'm just going to hold them for. They look kind of heavy for their size. They can trust me, for I am a doctor.
Oh, give me a persuasion roll.
Okay.
They're just whispering. They're just whispering in between. They're just whispering in between each other as they're just looking at you like. That's
12.
Oh, they don't give you their spears. They reach behind them and they pull out what looks like another like a stone knife, and they go, "Bravo," and they hand that to you.
Oh, thank you, my fuzzy friends.
Mm.
I pat them both on the head and just walk out. I realize that if I'm gonna try to hide or escape, it's probably gonna make things way worse. So I really
Oh,
wanted to try to scout out the area first, but I'm
yeah.
concerned about
I,
Dog Guy.
I give you this one freebie as I told you this was a very. It's weird that you notice these little guys have stone because everything looks like with a lot of technology. It looks very futuristic and advanced. It's like something that the clock that the gnome that the astral gnomes would be doing on their home world on their home ship. But as you're going out, you clearly noticed one of these little bear dudes. He was in the corner with night vision goggles. Just like he had himself propped there.
Oh my goodness.
Just he's been there the entire time. And he clearly has what looks like a big ass Rambo knife in between his mouth. He just walked in, you could just tell he's just watching you leave. So yeah, it was a good thing you didn't try to leave.
Oh
Ba
my!
ba 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 ba.
I'm gonna give him a butterscotch lollipop for being so damn cool.
That one just makes terrifying noises. The other two are just blah blah. And as you're going out, just wow, this little hut looks really out of place compared to everything else that you're seeing. It's best way to put it, it's a combination of like futuristic building techs in combination of like living plants. Like the buildings and technology are fused together.
Oh
Like there's flowers that bloom out to giant screens.
my goodness. It's,
You for the transportation tubes, it's plant stems, and like they'll shoot you out into like a little bouncy bit of like of plants, like bulbs, so you don't like hurt yourself. It's very cushiony. So yeah, Doctor, you don't know it, but welcome to the Feywilds. Well, my Feywild.
the doctor just looks like bewildered. He's been a lot of places in the astral plane, and but he's never seen anything like this. I just sense something. The best he can describe is he senses something spiritual about this place. It almost makes him. Some of the stuff he sees reminds him of the seer, but this is nothing like what the seer pulls off. It's just something on a whole other level. This is something completely different.
You notice that there's so many different subspecies of elves, but there's also bugbears. There's a lot of bugbears. And then just other species that are related to druids. You also notice what looks like, dear God, is that an elephant folk? Yes, it is. It is an elephant. It is an elephant folk. You notice all these different races all communing with each other.
Hmm. Is the little fuzzy bear dude still with me?
Baba. They're each on your side. They each have their spears, and they're mighty spears.
Hmm.
And then you see one. He pulls out what looks like to you. It just looks like a plant bulb, but then as he clicks it, it opens up to be revealed some kind of form of communicator. Blah 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 blah. Sweetie, honey, I told you I don't speak Ewok. Blah blah. It's it is the my potential mate awake. Mama, I take that as a yes. Can you hand him the bulb phone? Mama, the Ewok looks at you and hands you the bulb phone.
Yes, this is Dr. Mortis.
So you're the one my son brought. My name is Isla. The best way to put it is I'm the one who stands above all here in this plane. You and my son are, I guess I could just call you travelers, visitors for now. Welcome to the Feywild.
I appreciate your hospitality, and I guess last night wasn't too bad. I mean, I haven't been that relaxed in a long time. However, I must tell you, Isla, my heart belongs to another. By the way, do you know how I can get out of here?
Hmm. Two things. One, don't worry. Nothing happened last night. I could smell Tiamat on you. Trust me, the last thing I need is any form of misunderstanding between me and that little diva. So no. Two, my little son was giving me the gist of what you. But for me to make that happen, it's going to require a lot of my power. And I just can't do that for nothing. And I was thinking that once you're ready, please come to the coordinates to the area I tell you, and we'll discuss the terms for me assisting you out of the Feywild.
Uh, very well. Let me wait. I'm in the Feywild?
Yes.
Oh shit. I think I owe somebody money here.
Oh, yes. They're actually, that's the meeting I'm in the midst of right now. I'm, let's just say, negotiating the terms of the end of that little matter. It could have really turned sideways if I wouldn't have gotten the jump on the situation.
I appreciate that. But just for everyone's safety though, I do want to let you know I am a cursed man and sometimes guess you could say another person comes out of me, which is really vulgar, idiotic, but yet still a genius. So
Oh,
if
little sir.
if I ask to do a cavity search on you, that's not me trying to have foreplay. That is this other side of me.
Oh, you're adorable. Please, your little curses from other planes mean nothing here in the Feywild. The way magic here is, it's a completely different thing. That's why Tharazdun doesn't even try to invade my nose. His little magic means nothing.
I don't think that's going to be a problem. He just blew up. But we
Oh,
can talk about that later.
oh, did little Fangy not tell you?
He told me not to bang you, but
Oh, he's probably wants to. I'll let Fang be the one to explain because Thor's still alive, silly. And the communicator clicks. You receive, well, as it clicked, a little tablet of paper, a little scroll comes out of it looks like it's made of a leaf of the plant. And as it comes out, it has the information of the building you go to.
oh, neat.
You see Fang, he has what looks like a dog folk underneath his arm, and it's clearly unconscious, and it just looks very bruised and battered, and Fang is just like, he clearly is just, you just hear blood splattering because he beat the shit out of this dog folk. Hey, I found this dude creeping around the hut, and I thought, what the hell? I might as well beat the shit out of him. You got a problem with, no problems with that, right, Doc?
Yeah, he smelled my ass, so I feel a strange kind of interpersonal connection with him now.
Ah, you must be one of. Oh, wait, I recognize this one. This is one of Fenrir's pups. Yeah, just like his
Who?
dad. Just like his dad. Creepy as shit. Here, hold on one second. Fenrir, he gets behind the unconscious and dog folk, grips him around the waist with his hands, and then does a savage German suplex, sinking the dog folk into the ground.
Ooh.
I just needed to put him in a safe place. Don't worry, he's not dead. Don't worry, he's not dead.
Yeah, a little Ben Gay, he'll feel better.
You just see the like one of the legs just twitching.
That means he's alive.
Yep. Fang's just, yeah, my mom taught me that move.
Yeah, I think she did it to me last night.
Ah,
Oh,
gross.
not like
Anyway,
that.
so Doc, I gotta,
Yes.
I gotta tell you as all that was going down, the big fireball, and as we were getting teleporting, I saw what happened in the end. Thor's isn't dead. He's really hurt, but I mean, I think we really pissed him off too, because as the last thing I saw was that, well, I also felt, because Fang opens up, he like lowers down his turtleneck,
Hmm.
and the whole bottom half of his mouth going down his neck has a horrifyingly black scar burned into him.
Oh, that's so cool looking.
Yeah, this is the last thing that son of a bitch did before we left. And he pulls up the turtleneck. He goes, and he was taking a new form.
Wait, he's taking a new form? I just saw the
Oh,
bastard get blown to pieces.
yeah, the pieces came back together.
Uh, Sounds interesting and horrifying.
Oh, it was. I'm not gonna lie, I never thought I'd see anything that could scare me, but
I must
and this
learn his
was
secrets.
and this was just like a finger of him touching me. Good God! But anyway, yeah, it seems like my mom's has really got some kind of interesting situation we're going to be going into, Doc.
Anything I should know beforehand? Anything else?
Well, okay. Look, I'm gonna level with you, Doc. As I was telling you before, my mom, she's really horny. And she's always looking for a strong potential mate. Granted, she told me she's gonna back off because you belong to someone else. She could smell their mark on you, and
Kind of.
she's not dealing with all that. But we, I'm thinking we might need to help her decide between these two other individuals. How are you with beings of great power?
Yeah, just another day for me.
All right, good. You won't need to. Okay, you won't need to worry about being overpowered by their aura. Good, good, good. Oh, wait a minute. You actually knew my Uncle Jerry.
Yeah, I think that was awesome. Him and the seer actually helped come up with ways for me to regain my sanity,
Uh,
but
I
no permanent solutions, I'm afraid.
I guess you don't know then, but Thor's killed Uncle Jerry.
I just stand there shocked and like I want to believe it's a joke, but you can tell like the doctor picks up that Fang is completely serious and Lord, I'm so sorry, Fang. Jerry was very one I've met literally millions of people in my lifespan, and out of all of them, your Uncle Jerry was one of the very few I could actually trust and ever felt companionship with.
That's why we need to get back. We need to end this. We need to repair the great cosmology wheel and bring an end to everything Thor's trying to do. Because until we repair that wheel, my mom was telling me that he won't really die. He can violate the rules of the Enchiridion. That's why he wanted the great cosmology destroyed.
I see. That poses two problems. One, gathering all the pieces of the cosmology will, and two, how do we prevent it from being shattered again? Which I've pondered a solution to that, but it's not going to be pretty.
I also have an idea as well.
Oh, love to hear that.
Well, as you guys continue, Fang just looks and goes, you see, the wheel never had anyone watching over it. And you know us Terrasque, we live for our lifespans are just stupidly long. And well, I'm starting to think that maybe that's my destiny is to be the one that'll be the protector, the watcher over the wheel.
Hmm. Funny you mentioned that, because that's not too far from my plan. Is yes, it definitely needs to be watched, however, so it can't be shattered again. I was thinking that of merging it with somebody, a fusion, inseparable. So whoever goes to watch it will be the cosmology will incarnate. But once it's a done deal. So we gotta choose wisely who takes on this mantle. But if we pick poorly, this person might go insane from the power, and then we just have another Thassadun. But if we can find someone who can handle the power without going all nuts, then none of this shit will ever happen again.
Right.
This is
It's
all just a theory, of course.
it's I'm glad I landed here with you. It's this is making it, yeah, I think we'll be able to figure this out. And as you're going, this is when you're starting to see two very large groups that are having basically a shouting match at each other from two separate lines as you're walking down. And one side is definitely clearly like an aquatic race. They're definitely a lot of like small like cephalopod races, merfolk, tons of them. And then on the other side are the people that are the dog folks, and there's more like wolf, and they're just screaming at each other, yelling at each other, playing at each other. And you see that, and this is when Fanguixin goes, "Yeah, this is the problem that my mom is having." It's like it looks like in the Feywilds there's going to be it's on the brink of a war between two factions now because both of their leaders believe that they should be the one to be with my mother.
Can I shout at both of the crowds to tell them all to shut up and be quiet? Trying to think.
They're clearly intimidated by you because your shout just dominates them, and everyone just goes quiet. And Fang goes, "Nice."
Uh, Everyone needs to be quiet. We're not animals. Except for maybe those teddy bear people, but that's neither here
Well,
nor there. I just give a thumbs up to that one. Okay, I'm gonna enter the hut now and see how I can mitigate
Oh, well, the building that you're actually in front of it's like a combination of like a giant sunflower and a skyscraper. And you go inside and it's the same way with how the interior is. It's a fusion of nature and technology, futuristic technology. And Fang goes, all right, we're going to be going up to the top floor. Let's get in the elevator. It's time for me to introduce you to the Kraken and Fenrir.
I'm gonna give Fang a hug as I sigh. Like, you know what, whatever happens, Fang, just know that you have a friend in me, and we'll get through this.
It's thank you. Normally I have to deal with people running in fear and prejudice because I'm a Terrasque. But it's nice to just be treated like another normal individual.
Yes, and just know if I'm forced to end up to become your stepfather, I will love you as my own.
And there we go, right back to that. I love you, but god damn it. You go up the elevator, and this is when, give me a constitution roll real quick. I'll be right back.
Let's see, Constitution. Went too far. 11. I got the Constitution of a pack of peanuts.
All right.
All
All
right,
right. Now, what
got
did
an
you get?
11.
Oh boy. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a dominate force that you feel. You just feel like there's a giant weight on you, and because the two pressing auras you feel that you're going to be going into are just that oppressive. And when you come in, you see a giant boardroom in the middle. It looks like what's a tree. It looks like a fusion of a giant table, but with a tree stump growing out of the bottom of the floor. And one
Huh.
side you see is this gentleman full standing. He'd be maybe about 9'5", and the armor he's wearing has massive pauldrons coming off the sides, and they have intricate like squid tentacles coming off the sides of it. And the armor is like a deep, deep purple. And granted, his hair is it's a really long dark blue, and he has scars coming off the sides of his face. And on the side of where he's sitting on his chair is a gargantuan trident. This is Chromocratus the Kraken. And on the opposite side, this gentleman is just wearing a loosely buttoned red velvet silk shirt, and he just has his feet on the table, and he just has black leather pants. And he goes, and that is Fenrir.
Huh.
These are the two opposing forces. Like, these are the two greatest powers besides my mother here in the Feywilds.
Okay. Fang, I need you to slap me in the face.
Oh, are you sure about this, Doc?
Your mom's hot.
Doc, you spin on your feet.
Oh.
Literally, you
Whew.
spin on your toes from how hard that slap was.
Ah,
Bang.
that's the stuff. Thank you, Fang. I need to have my wits about me.
Well. What do we have? Is this the one that dares come between me and Ireland? Fang just cringes. This is coming from Chromotatus.
Okay.
We'll just call him Chroma. This is coming from Chroma, the Kraken. Wait. Is this the so-called usurper who thinks he can come between me and my love? She is not your love, you filthy mutt!
Settle down, you two extras.
They both just turn to look at you. Extra!
Yeah, extra, as in you don't need to be here. You're just causing crap, and I got bigger things to do than. I know that's not a sex reference.
I've never been. Fenrir his feet have actually come off the table, and he's standing, literally the veins bulging on the side of his head. Chroma is actually laughing his ass off now. Yes, tell the little pup that he's an extra. Me, I'm the Kraken. I like it. Take a seat.
Sure. Dog, sit. Come on, sit, boy.
Before Fenrir can even do anything, oh wow, Fenrir's fucked. Right as Fenrir was about to move, the Chroma had picked up his trident and launched it, and it landed, pinning his in through his pants leg, pinning him into his seat. The good man told you to sit, dog.
I like you.
I like you too. What's your name, stranger?
I am Dr. Timothy Mortis, but you can call me Tim.
Well, great Tim. You have come at such a time of embarrassment. I hate to have someone of such stature to witness such an embarrassment coming from someone as such as us. We are
Well,
involved in the midst of it. It's just a simple argument, a misunderstanding.
well, when you got two powerful dudes fighting at each other in a room, it's normally over a girl.
I like you every time you open your mouth. You say something of great understanding. Yes, it's exactly that. And
Well,
look, the denizens of the sea, we wish nothing of those who dwell on the land. We respect you all. My people, they just, look, they can be a little bit much. As you just said, they can be extra. Just because I'm upset they want to go and declare war on the land. Come on, people, grow up. I have no intentions of such thing. But little pup here wants to go in. Oh, shut up. I'm talking to Tim.
yeah.
Yes, and I think with you we can come to a real understanding. Because look, this isn't about trying to force Isla's hand or anything. All I want is the chance to maybe take her out on a date. Little pup here wants to get all creepy with it and duke it out to say who she belongs to. I'm not about that. Which is why we're in this whole stalemate now.
Well, though I'm very unfamiliar with the whole Fey plan, except for this one time I was drunk, and that's neither here or there. Like,
Wait, were you the
honestly,
one? Were you the one who puked on him? Wait a minute. I've heard legends of you. I like you even more now.
if it involved possum blood and a dead mole, then yeah, it was probably me.
Yes, exactly.
That was a good mole. Well, so I don't know how courting and romance works here. Normally, most places, when a guy is lonely, you can pay for it, but we ain't in the astral planes here. But I can tell you, as a guy who was formerly married, you really want to win a woman over, you don't try to threaten to beat her to death. Yeah. As my great grandmother, sorry, I'm still adjusting to this plane. It's affecting my speech a little bit. As my great grandma would say, you let sauce simmer, you don't boil it. So let's
Yes.
see what Isla wants.
You see, Fendra, this is someone speaking with a little of sense and intelligence. This is how normal people court it. Doctor, Mr. Tim, I do believe that my denizens, I can respect this. That is more than that's all I ask for.
Well, I can't make a decision for Isla on her behalf, but once she gets here, let's be civil, and then we can decide how we want to work this out. I can promise you that I'm not interested in her. Amazing as she is, my heart belongs to someone else. And so I'll just leave it at that.
The door burst open, and there where clearly stands is two pairs of dog folk. And one's clearly his like arms and is casted up. His face is horribly fucked up. And yeah, this is the one that Fang had German suplexed into the ground. Fenrir turns, just about to beam and look at Chroma, but then that's when Fang goes, no, that one was me. And you can blame your own creepy ass son for spying on my buddy here.
I
And
know I have a nice ass, but he didn't have to peep.
well, and I just want to say it right now. You were trespassing on my mom's house, Mr. Creepazoid. Why the hell was your men there, by the way? Fenrir is so pissed off that his little fake French accent finally drops and goes, "You lay your hands on my son and you expect me to be civil, boy?" Chroma goes, I'm going to warn you right now, Fenrir. The minute you move out of that chair and you move my trident out of your pants leg and you try to move against a good Isla's son there, I will come at you with full force.
And I will take you down as well. Just because you're a giant dog person doesn't mean I don't know how to break you apart. I am a doctor, after all.
So I will guarantee you this. You will not make it out alive if you do so much as to threaten that dear boy there. I hope you understand that. Fang relaxes. Fang he looks and he goes, no, and there was something else kind of funny that I found out too. Your intentions with my mom. Oh, Fang, do enlighten us. Tell us now. Well, Fenrir, I heard you just see my mom as a trophy. And like every vein on Fang's forehead is bulging from how pissed he is. And, my mom has her own life and everything, and we Terrasque respect that, but just hearing that you think you're good enough to treat my mom as some kind of trophy and lock her away, who the fuck do you think you are? I don't give a fuck what you call yourself ruling here on the lands. Fang puts his foot up and the big giant stump snaps in half from Fang's force. He goes, "Remember now, I'm a Terrasque as well, buddy, and I may only be a juvenile. I guarantee you, I wouldn't need my good friend here, or even Mr. Chroma there, to back me up with me to put you down, dog. Now sit down and shut up and wait for my mom. She'll be here in a little."
Oh,
Now, this is when everyone takes a hushed tone. So everyone takes a hushed tone as the doors open up, and literally there's a glittering. Chroma's face just melts because that's genuine for Isla as she comes in. And before she was wearing just her simple fur bikini tops and bottom. Now she's in a very elegant gown that's just long and flows for like 10 extra feet behind her. This is literally an elegant regal gown. Her hair is actually is done up beautifully. It's just curling, flowing. As she comes in, Fang just looks at his mom and just goes, "Damn." He goes, "Mom, you." She comes over, and Fang's mom does something that no other female Tarrasque has ever done. She gives Fang a second moment of affection.
aw.
She holds him close, and she just holds her son for a minute. And then that's when she looks at Fenrir and goes, "I heard everything, by the way." And she gives Fang a kiss on his forehead and goes, "All right, son, this is my plane. Allow me to handle it. Mr. Doctor, thank you. I was able to hear everything that has been proceeding." And she just looks at Fenrir, and Fenrir goes, before he can even open his mouth, boop, 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 boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. He takes 118 damage as he goes flying out the window.
That's awesome.
And you just see Isla standing there with like her hand like smoking and steaming from where she literally punched, sending Fenrir out the window.
I was just thinking that that trident was still like pinning his pants down, so
He has no pants. His pants are still perfectly there. So she literally punched him out of his pants.
that's awesome.
Oh, and you notice his shoes are still on the ground too, and so are his socks. So is his shirt. He's fucking naked flying through the air, okay?
I lift up the massive trident and I just hand it back to new friend Chrono.
Thank you, my friend. And you notice that he has like a deep, like bluish purple tint. He's blushing because as he's looking at Isla, and she's so powerful. It's
That's
God,
hot.
I respect her. I would love to spar with her. I know she would easily defeat me, but still, just look at her. That strike was truly astounding.
I started thinking back to Cleopatra and just I always wondered like she came physically looking like she's not really strong. She had like I don't know, she it's tough for the doctor to think about her because where else it's like, that was his beloved at one point. He just remembers how strong she was. They arm wrestled one time and the doctor's not like ripped or anything, but he got a pretty fit build and so Tiamat just like easily beat him. And just this amazing strength, this unexpected strength just made Ayla just made him remember her and now the doctor's kind of bummed out, but at the same time he's like, well, what's gonna happen now?
So Isla dusts her hands and goes, "Well, my good friend Doc Tim, you have actually already helped and solved part of the problem. I needed your help to find out which of these two suitors was actually true. And I see now that it was Chroma here.
I didn't even have to slip him any truth serum.
I would never lie. That is one thing I hold myself true. That even if telling the truth will hurt me, I will still always be true. Isla, the minute you came to this plane, my heart belonged to you. I can wait forever and a day for the day you are ready to give me the time of day. You see Isla is just bright fucking red as she's just turning her face, and she's hiding her face away with part of her dress.
Oh,
Tim,
yes, my good square.
if there is time, if you have time, I would love to repay this massive debt I shall owe you. There is something in my palace under the sea, I believe, could truly benefit you.
Okay, I greatly appreciate it.
Yes. When you're ready, come to the docks, and we shall go to my palace under the sea.
Okay, well, if
Because
I
I sense a familiar scent on you. Are you the mate of Tiamat?
remember when I said I used to be married?
Yeah.
She was my wife before she was murdered.
Well, that's actually what I believe I can help you with, my good boy. Well, my good man, actually.
Well, I gave internet dating a try after, and it got kind of
No,
weird. So,
I mean, the one way to resurrect a great worm.
oh, okay.
So yes.
Yeah, before I'd like to give you two some alone time. Before that, why don't we have a toast to new friendship? I got just the thing. See, where I'm from, this is called Spanish fly.
Fang just turns and looks at you and goes, I'm letting you do this, but God, ew!
Oh, like she needs it.
So Isla goes, once you come back from the palace with Chroma, I'll believe I'll be able to help you. I will help you leave the Feywilds.
Okay, man. Kind of bittersweet. I kind of like it here, but
Well,
there's someone special to me, and I need to make sure she's okay. I don't really
well,
care about what happens to me, but I need to make sure she's okay.
well. Once Dar's Dune is all taken care of, I believe travel between the planes will be open, and the gateways won't be sealed, and it won't take great magic to reach them. And I believe you'll be able to come back.
Oh, that'd be great. I wouldn't mind seeing Fang again. Well, I guess there's the cosmic rules. Oh, crap. That reminds me. I suddenly pull out of my pocket the piece of the cosmic wheel and show it to her. Can I
Good.
have this?
I actually left that for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're the one. I sense that you're going to be the one to truly fix this.
Yeah. I have one fear about this, though. I kind of know in my heart that it's going to be me who ends up fixing the wheel somehow, but I'm just afraid of the price needed to be paid to do it, or who has to pay it with me. I'm sure it'll work out.
Fang just gives you a nudge on the shoulder and goes, I'll be with you the whole way, Doc.
I give him a high five and give him a cherry flavored lollipop.
This is that Bill. You guys share a Bill and Ted moment because you both just do a fucking air guitar, and all of a sudden we just hear, wow. And Fang just looks at you and goes, I don't know how we did that, but that is totally our thing now.
Agreed. Put my arm around him and we take off.
And as the last thing that happens is, as Isla is walking towards Chroma, this is that moment of every fucking typical show that they make fun of, where the stuff that's on the table, he looks at Isla, just knocks it all off the table as she gets on it, and yeah, the door closes as Fang's just, oh god, ew.
That's the sound of that squid guy becoming a man.
Oh, he's becoming something, all right. He's becoming something. And the last thing we hear from Chroma is, you might want to retreat to a safe 8-mile distance.
Oh shit, I start running towards the docks.
Oh yeah, Fang's running right.
I pull out an umbrella out of nowhere. I'm just holding it over top of our heads.
It's look, you know what? I said the parental advisory part for this episode, so I have to do it. I said a good amount of time. As you guys are right about to reach the docks, there's just a collective from Isla just going, oh, and Chroma going, yeah. And the rooftop collapses, the building collapses on itself.
Oh yeah.
From the rumble, Chroma's just there with the bottom half of his armor just around his ankles, and Isla's just on top, and she's just, I think you're the best mate I ever had, and I think I'll be fine to settle down with you. If this is what our loving's gonna be like each time. Honey, if this is what it's like each time, the city won't stand a chance.
I suddenly noticed that he has the same tattoo I do. He got
Oh,
like a rock. He got like a rocket ship on his dick, and his balls are like thrusters. Wonder if he got tattooed by the same guy. All right. Anyway, I don't want to be
oh no,
around here.
we'll say for good measure, you both were tattooed by the same magical tattoo guy. Chroma gets his armor, happily kisses Isla as she goes off to prepare things for getting you guys out of here. And Chroma's just, my God, that man is glowing.
I just
Are you
realized that
ready?
I do.
Fang is just, his hands in his face just, oh my God. Did I just see the birth, the conception of my brother? Ah, my eyes.
Hey, cheer up! You got more family.
Kuroba's just, I guess you're my son now. I love you, little.
Aw. Look on the bright side there, Fang. You got 3 more family members than I do.
Oh, Tim, what are you talking about? You are officially family to me now. Fang.
My eyes just get all starry, like one of those like anime moments. He's just glowing. He's like, I'm part of a family again. Woohoo!
You're damn right. Your home will always be here in the Feywild. Now come, it's time for you to go to the great sea dragon's castle under the sea.
Hey, I just realized I didn't give him Spanish fly. It was actually a shot of adrenaline.
So
Same
that's why
thing.
the building collapsed.
I gotta start labeling these things.
Oh my God. Ooh, ooh. All right. We have just a little bit more to go for this session because we're not going to end it with. We're going to end it with you with the one last thing that's going to happen.
Okay.
Oh my God, this has been great. This has been the perfect way to start your first session for leaving here. So you get down to the undersea dragon temple, and this is when you start to wonder, like, why everything has a dragon aesthetic. And this is when Chroma looks at you and goes, "Well, you see, Dindar is my sister.
Oh my
I
goodness.
I actually, most people don't believe that a kraken, but krakens are related to dragons and such. But yes, Dindar is my sister. Tiamat was my niece. So you are family too. Do you
Oh
understand?
man. I'm just
I will
drinking
do.
this in here.
I will do anything to help my niece be happy and alive, but to also be with the man I recognize. I have 2 things to give you, because this is actually where Tiamat trained. This is how my little niece got so powerful.
Here, I thought she was a natural.
Okay, so I have to pull up the picture of it real quick,
Okay.
because he's going to be giving you a set of armor.
Cool.
It's up to you if you want to accept this, but this is a very special set of armor. I do believe that this armor will help you on your journey to reach back to, well, from here it's to the west. And
What's
the
it look like?
armor he shows you is golden.
Oh,
It has like a golden fish scaling plating to it. 2 pauldrons that point off, and the headdress comes off, and 2 very long red feathers.
Sun Wukong.
Yep, this armor belonged to my good friend the Monkey King. Tharsdoon unfortunately killed him. I swore to him I would give this armor to someone I deemed worthy, and I don't think anyone's more worthy than the bride of my niece.
I suddenly remember my first karate class and give him a polite bow. And
He responds with the same bow.
I'm honored that you would deem me worthy. However, I don't feel like I am. Like when your niece, my wife, when Thasdun murdered her in front of me, I'd never felt so helpless in my life. And in honesty, I died with her that day.
But that is why you are worthy.
Even if I could bring her back, I'm not the same guy I was. Then I have feelings for someone else. And part of this was that I didn't think it was possible to bring her back unless some crude necromancy, and I wouldn't dare insult her memory with that. And then again, I did make an android that looks like her. That's to remind me that I need to do everything I can to stop some asshole with a god complex from killing innocent people.
Roma looks at you and goes, "It's time changes, and if your heart belongs to another now, you cannot change this. And I'm sure my niece, Tiamat, She would just want the one that she loved to be happy. And even if you are different, it doesn't change anything. As long as you're happy, that's all she'll need.
I give him a big hug. Like, I really need to hear someone say that.
He hugs you back. And then that's when he hands you a piece of a dragon scale.
What's this for?
This will bring back Tiamat's body.
I know where her soul is. It's
And you will
strapped
have,
in I think it's your niece's bracers.
yes, the soul collecting braces. For if any of the siblings ever fell, I actually crafted those. Yes.
He just
So
got cooler.
now, go ahead and take the armor. You are worthy. You will always be worthy.
Thank you. I take it and I just start changing out of my mourner robes and put it on. It feels weird because I've been wearing basically the same outfit for thousands of years. Just
You
I
now
was
feel
always in mourning,
you
but this
now
is
gain
different. Sorry, go
you
ahead.
now you now gain a new minion because as you don your armor, a cloud appears. That is the Nimbus.
Ooh, that's one of my favorite kinds of clouds, a nimbus.
Whenever you need fast transportation, you will be able to move at an incredible speed utilizing Nimbus.
Man, this is great. Wait, how do I stand on a cloud?
So it just comes to you because the armor is the knowledge, the how to do it. You just do a somersault flip and Nimbus is right underneath your feet and you're standing on it as if it's solid ground.
Oh my goodness, I can do flips now? Holy shit.
Yes, the armor has deemed you worthy. That is you could call that the essence of my good friend Wukong. He has deemed you worthy himself. So pieces of himself will always be in.
Oh man, like I feel happy. This is weird feeling.
Take it. I do believe you'll be able to save the multiverse.
Doctor takes a nice deep breath. He doesn't like to wear the feather thing on his head though. He feels kind of silly with it, but he'll keep it in his pouch. But I don't know, for the first time and ever, he just feels confident. He feels like he always figured that he would play some role stopping Thesdin, but this is the first time where he feels like I know I'm going to take part in stopping him. I know I'm going to help so much and help so many people. And if I can save Cleopatra, no, if I can save Tiamat, then
You feel strong.
I just have a new resolve. Like I feel like a new person.
As you finish donning your armor, standing on Nimbus, you just look out as you're going to get ready to go meet Isla and find out the next steps on how you get out of the Feywilds. And that's where we'll stop off on this session of With the Doctor. Oh, don't you love it, listeners, when I leave you off on a cliffhanger?
No, not cliffhangers.
I
I guess
know.
I'll just have to listen to the next one now.
Exactly. So until the next one, everyone, goodbye.